had a very emotional last few months.
Oh.
What was it like when you crossed the line?
I really was just smiling from ear to ear. Honestly, I wanted to come into this race very confident in like what I've done this far, and just crossing that line, knowing that I'm an Olympian now, is so surreal. And I know my mom is smiling from cheek to cheek. Like, I know she is beyond proud of me, and that's all I could ever want from her.
What would she have said to you, like pre-race, post-race, everything? What would her pep talk have been?
She would probably be like, you're McKenzie Long. They should be afraid of you. And just like believe in myself. She would probably be like, you got this, baby girl. Like, she would always say that. And then just knowing that I could hear her voice before I was even to like go out there on the line. And I was just talking to her. I was like, let's do this, Mom. Like, and I would come back with like, you got this, baby girl. And I'm just like, that was just her that I could feel in that moment. And that's really what like got me through this race that I did today. Yeah, I would probably say like the last 60 meters, that's really where I'm like, don't break your form. And that's literally the make or break between finishing first, second, last. Like, don't break your form no matter what. Just cross the finish line as strong as you can, and it'll carry you through. Like, it's a full 200 meters, so that's what I did. And I really just want to be as confident as I could be.
What were the last few days like? Like, not making the final in the 100, like, that's a long time to sit around and potentially get in your own head.
Yeah. Of course, not making the final, I was upset, but I didn't let that faze me at all. I know the 200 is really where I conquer and really where I empower myself more. So going into this, I really was just keying in on what I've done this past season. You know, like, I've done incredible things this year. So that's really what I focused on. And I knew I had Gabby in front of me, and I was like, perfect. So that's really what I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to go out there and run with her. And I would probably say that's what set me up for just excelling the way that I did.
Have you been to Paris before?
No, I have not. I've never been outside the U.S. This will be my first time, but yeah, I'm really excited.
I'm guessing you don't speak any French?
No, not at all. But I guess I'll practice.
Yeah, you have the athletes on the side. You're pretty big.
Yeah.
Not only at the trials the first time, but next stage too.
Honestly, that was probably the most beautiful setup that I could ever have in a race. Given that's really what pushed me to get out in the first 60 meters, first 100 meters. That's what my coach told me to do before I even came here. He was like, make sure you run this first 100 and it'll carry you through. So that's really what I did. I wanted to stay on top of Gabby's hip. And I knew once I did that, I'll position myself the way that I want to in this 200. And that's what carried me through. And I just didn't break my form.
Gabby said Sha'carri said something to you after the race, gave you a hug and said something. Would you mind sharing that? Or
yeah, she was just like, keep doing you. Before we even got out to while we was in the tunnel, she was just like, I understand what you're going through, like, keep doing this. And she was like, you got this. So that was really empowering within myself, like, just to have her say those words beforehand. And it just released some some tension. It just like was like a weight lifted off my shoulders. And I think that's really what I needed to go into this meet and just realize like I'm here for a reason, And yeah, just having her words, encouragement was a blessing.
Gabby said yesterday that she finds your story really inspiring. What did she say to you after the race?
She said that she had a dream about me. She was like, yeah, I had a dream that you was gonna be an Olympian. I was like, you didn't want to tell me this before we got out here on this line. But yeah, that's what she told me. She was just like, I'm really, really proud of you. And I literally tell her all the time, like, I want to be you. Like, she's inspiring within itself. So that's my goal. I want to be like Gabby Thomas.
Mentally, how have you pushed through the last few months? Like, what you said you've heard your mom, but like, how else? Like, that's a very difficult thing to go through. But how have you kind of pushed through mentally?
Therapy. Therapy was a huge help within itself. Just like going into these past couple of months and just like not separating my mom, like including her in everything that I do. Whether that's like talking to her like out loud, like listening to her playlist, like just doing the little things that remind me of my mom, and then like include that into the track and field world. And honestly, that's helped me so much. Just like it helped me in a way of like letting me feel her and letting me include her, and just hearing her voice play back in my head is just like, it pushes me through. I don't even know how much you guys like understand, but it pushes me through every single day.
What's on her playlist?
Oh, I want to show y'all this title, but I don't know if I can show y'all her playlist title.
You can tell us.
I would say it's pretty. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all her playlist title. Wait. This is her workout playlist.
It says, "Don't be a lazy bee."
That was her playlist title, and I'm just like, Mom, like, that is just her, bro. Like, she was a cornball, she was a goofball, like, I just miss her so much, but yeah, that's her.
Has NCAA champion, 21-8, signing a pro contract with Adidas, getting to the Olympic team, has all these accomplishments, like, when will they sink in?
Honestly, I don't think you guys understand, but like, I honestly have a lot of anxiety attacks. Just from like everything that's happened, like quick, like back to back to back to back. Like, I've honestly have so many anxiety attacks, it's not even funny. So to even like do what I did, given the fact like I get so tense, I get so inced up, just because like everything's happening so quick. But just keying back on what all I've been through and just including my mom, to ease my mind. And just the fact that I ran what I ran this season, like, girl, you've done this. Like, come on, let's do this again. So that's really what it is. And then on top of that, it was a different feel coming into the Olympic trials, just because in collegiate you're running back to back to back to back. So only having run one race, your legs get heavy, and you have to run race again the next day. So it's just like, dang, like my legs are kind of heavy right now, but. I took a contrast bath yesterday. That was the first time I took one in like 2 weeks, and I bounced my legs back, and I'm proud it is. So yeah, it's been rough, but honestly, it's nothing I can't conquer or I can't achieve.